Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to explore a dramatic turn of events in Port Charles that unfolds in a swirl of family feuds, personal anxieties, and surprising opportunities. Buckle up, because we're starting from the end of this tangled story and working our way backward, examining every twist and turn along the way. Michael's regrets and Jason's advice. Michael is consumed by doubt and sorrow over his wife, Willow, and confides in a close ally that he might be ready to give up on his marriage altogether. It's clear he feels stuck in a seemingly endless cycle of frustration, especially now that the emotional toll of their unresolved issues has piled up like bricks on his shoulders. He shares these doubts with Jason Morgan, hoping to find some clarity in the famously stoic man's perspective. Michael wants to be the devoted husband, the pillar of strength, yet the battles keep piling up, from his corporate skirmishes with Drew Quartermain to the more delicate matters of the heart. One new detail that casts further shadows across Michael's path is the realization that Willow's trust in him has been wavering for quite some time. He suspects that the emotional scars from her past and the complicated ties to Nina Reeves have grown into a barrier thicker than he expected. Jason listens thoughtfully. He's never been the warmest when it comes to emotional support, but his brand of blunt honesty might be precisely what Michael needs. Jason suggests stepping back, re-evaluating where each person's loyalties lie, and deciding whether fighting to stay together is more important than letting go to protect one another's peace of mind. With Carly also in the room, the tension multiplies. She's not known for her subtlety and continues to harbor a fierce distrust of Jack Brennan, a name that's hovered around the family gatherings like an unwanted ghost. It doesn't help that Jason, who's equally suspicious, walked into the Spencer residence with Danny Morgan only to run straight into a holiday standoff. The silent but palpable drama ensures that what was meant to be a festive season feels more like a showdown. Willows Fury at Nina's home. Before Michael contemplated giving up, a charged scene erupted at Nina Reeves' home. Willow's temper flared in a way few had ever witnessed before. Tensions had been simmering for a while, but they finally boiled over when someone dared to belittle her choices or judge her character. It was as though the fuse was lit, and Willow had reached her limit. Nina, eager to protect her daughter's emotional well-being, planted herself firmly by Willow's side. She cast a fierce glare toward the audacious individual, although who exactly triggered Willow's wrath remains debated among those who witnessed the meltdown. In an attempt to diffuse the tension, Nina tried to shift the discussion towards something more constructive, reminding everyone present of how Willow's strength has been tested multiple times this year. But the intruder, whether a distant family member or an uninvited guest, seemed bent on stirring up trouble. Perhaps they questioned Willow's loyalty, or doubted her intentions. Either way, the conflict sparked a family-wide debate about acceptance and empathy. Nina's protective instincts came roaring out like a lioness defending her cub, making it crystal clear: challenge Willow, and you challenge Nina as well. Interestingly, Nina's home is also decorated for the holidays, a stark contrast to the heated arguments. Glittering ornaments and candles dot every surface, a visual reminder that peace and warmth are supposed to reign during this season. The irony is palpable: the more festive the setting, the more intense the confrontations become. If anything, it highlights the complicated dynamic within this family, where love and tension exist in almost equal measure. Sonny and Christina's unexpected venture. Step back another moment in time, and you'll find Sonny Corinthos and his daughter, Christina, locked in a serious conversation about her latest project, managing Charlie's Pub. It's an unexpected development that has everyone talking, because Christina once dreamed of opening a youth center, a passion project that she believed would give her life a fresh sense of direction. But after facing certain setbacks and personal heartbreaks, it seems she has pivoted to something more familiar, taking the reins of the local pub. In many ways, this opportunity is a perfect fit. Christina has been a bartender at Charlie's before, so she knows the ins and outs of the business, both the rowdy customers on a Friday night and the quieter midday regulars. Sonny, always the protective father, sees this as a healthy channel for Christina's energy, a chance for her to gain confidence and stay focused. He offers his resources and advice, hoping it will strengthen her resolve. Yet beneath his encouraging words, He's also mindful of the dangers that can seep into any business in Port Charles, especially one with a name as tied to local drama as Charlie's. Meanwhile, the rest of the family hovers nearby, curious about Christina's progress. Will she let go of her original dream to counsel at-risk teens, or can she still merge those ideas with the day-to-day grind of running a neighborhood pub? The spirit of new beginnings lingers in the air, and for the first time in a while, Christina appears excited about forging her own path, away from past missteps and heartbreaks that once clouded her future. Joselyns Ry Observation. Edging further into the recent past, we land on Joselyn Jax, who stands in her mother's living room, shooting a sarcastic remark, "You really believe that?" To the casual observer, it might seem like a quip aimed at Lucas Jones or even Michael Corinthos, but it becomes clear she's locking horns with someone else who insists on their own version of the truth. Perhaps it's a minor disagreement about holiday preparations, or maybe it's a more profound conflict about trust and motivation. Whatever it is, Joselyn is clearly on the defensive. This scene unfolds against the backdrop of a family gathering for Christmas. Carly is bustling around, ensuring everyone has hot cocoa and cookies, while Michael looks preoccupied, and the younger siblings clamor for attention. Joselyn's pointed statement might seem out of place in this cheery environment, but the Jax household has rarely been free of complications. The girl who once wore her heart on her sleeve now shows a sharper edge, shaped by her own heartbreaks and triumphs. Curiously, Joselyn has also been dabbling in something new. She's taken up journaling or video blogging. Whispers around town suggest she might be documenting these family skirmishes with hopes of understanding them better. It's a unique perspective for a young woman coming of age in Port Charles, a place teeming with secrets. One day, those diaries or vlogs might become the key to unraveling some deep-rooted family feuds. Lucas Jones's inner battle. Further back still, we observe Lucas Jones grappling with a flood of worries. He's confiding in his aunt, Ava Jerome, admitting that every step he's taken has only made things worse. He feels he's stumbled into a storm of mistakes, some tied to the responsibilities he shares with Brad Cooper, others connected to unresolved tensions within his family. Did he return early from that medical symposium, or is he in a figurative limbo, stuck halfway between home and an event he isn't sure he can face? Ava, with that mixture of empathy and cunning unique to the Jeromes, gently reminds him that family ties offer solace in times of despair. She recalls how Lucas is one of the last direct links to Julian, her late brother, giving them a reason to hold on to one another, especially since the Jeromes have dwindled in number. Lucas's grief is twofold. He's lost Sam McCall and recently his adoptive mother, Bobby Spencer, adding layers to his sense of isolation. Just as Ava reaches out with compassion, you can see Lucas wrestle with how to move forward. Sometimes speaking aloud to a family member is the first step toward healing, and he's visibly torn between wanting to handle his burdens alone and recognizing that opening up might be the only way through. A new detail that emerges is Lucas's sense of responsibility toward other grieving members of his extended family. Despite his own pain, he feels compelled to be strong for those who rely on him. But as the year's tragedies accumulate, he worries he's running out of emotional fuel. The presence of his aunt, who's survived her own storms, is a subtle reminder that hope can exist even in the darkest corners if only he's willing to accept help. Brooklyn and Chase's struggle at the Quartermain estate. Finally, at the very start of our backward journey, we find ourselves at the Quartermain estate, where Brooklyn is visibly dejected. She's come to Harrison Chase looking for answers or maybe reassurance, still wrestling with the heartbreak of her unsuccessful attempts to conceive with Maxie Jones in the past, a topic that remains sensitive and deeply personal. Brooklyn wonders whether Chase truly plans to abandon their shared dream of starting a family, a pursuit they've been chasing for what feels like ages, long before Violet Finn went to live with her father. The Quartermain mansion, usually a hub of power plays and business dealings, now feels like a battleground for emotional vulnerabilities. Brooklyn is only in her 30s, nowhere near perimenopause, so the repeated failures to conceive have weighed heavily on her. Anxiety and self-doubt swirl around her like a storm, leaving her questioning everything: her relationship, her health, and even her role within the family. Chase, caught between trying to be supportive and managing his own rising stress, fumbles for the right words. In these trying moments, Brooklyn begins to reflect on her life's direction. She thinks back to the times she attempted to build a successful music career, then pivoted to new endeavors, and even juggled more than one romantic entanglement. Could these difficulties be her body's way of telling her to slow down, to reassess her priorities before taking the next big step? The tension between them underscores the complexities of forging a future, especially in a place as steeped in legacy and obligations as the Quartermain estate. Maybe the upcoming holiday gatherings will bring a ray of hope, or maybe it'll just amplify the heartbreak. Time will tell. Next, we're going to explore the latest shakeups in Port Charles, focusing on the recast situation for Emma Drake and all the buzz surrounding her storyline. Buckle up and get ready for an in-depth look at everything from on-screen romances to heartfelt goodbyes as we delve into this big change on General Hospital. A potential romance for Emma Drake? Let's start with a question that's been on everyone's mind. How do you feel about Emma's new portrayal, and what are your thoughts on Braden Bruner's first appearance in the role? Many viewers are already speculating about a possible spark between Emma and Giovanni Gio Palmieri. Their playful interactions during the December 23 episode set off a wave of fan theories. People can't stop talking about the friendly banter, the exchanged smiles, and the subtle hints that a deeper connection might be brewing. From everything we've seen so far, it looks like Gio will soon discover more about Emma's background and place in Port Charles, potentially forging a bond that could become one of this season's must-watch romances. Only time will tell if that chemistry is fleeting or if it's the start of something more meaningful. If you're a fan who loves to see new couples in the spotlight, stay tuned, this might be right up your alley. Diving deeper, it's not just about romance. The new Emma brings fresh energy to the canvas, and viewers are eager to see how she'll handle the challenges that come her way. Will her kindness and warmth mesh well with Joe's adventurous spirit, or could personality clashes spark drama down the line? Either way, fans have plenty to discuss in the weeks ahead, and rumor has it that the writers are keeping a few surprises under wraps. Perhaps Emma and Gio will team up to tackle an unexpected crisis, or bond over a mutual passion we haven't seen revealed yet. Whatever the case may be, the swirl of anticipation is palpable among the GH fan community. Reflections from the former Emma. Next up, we have some poignant words from Brooklyn Ray Silzer, who took a moment to reflect on her time as Emma. In a heartfelt social media post, she expressed her excitement for Braden Bruner, revealing a genuine eagerness to see how the new actress will interpret and evolve the character. Silzer reminisced about all the layers she's added to Emma over the years, and she showed no resentment about passing the torch, quite the opposite, in fact. She wished nothing but the best for Bruner, highlighting the importance of keeping the role dynamic and fresh. Moreover, Silzer's perspective on Emma's future was nothing short of enthusiastic. She encouraged fans to embrace the transition and hinted that new stories often bring a chance for deeper explorations of emotions, relationships, and personal growth. The GH alum wrapped up her message by reaffirming her permanent connection to Emma, suggesting that while she may no longer be the one portraying her, Emma Drake will always hold a special spot in her heart. Her gracious exit offers a lesson in how to handle major recasts with positivity and class, show support for your successor, honor the show that made it all possible, and look forward to whatever twists may lie ahead. A grateful farewell. Before addressing the excitement around Braden Bruner, Silzer had penned an earlier note that was just as heartfelt. She thanked the entire General Hospital community for welcoming her into the soap world and allowing her to grow as Emma for an impressive 13 years. It's no small feat for an actor to start off as a child in a major daytime drama and continue to earn the affection of longtime viewers. During that journey, she amassed countless cherished memories and built friendships that stretched well beyond the show's set. In her farewell, Silzer underscored how valuable it was to navigate Emma's early chapters, balancing the character's sweetness, curiosity, and emotional depth. She acknowledged the unwavering support of fans who stuck with her as she learned the ropes and evolved both on and off screen. It's a rare gift to watch a performer transition from a young newcomer into a well-loved star, and Silzer never took that for granted. She mentioned the significance of each milestone, from crucial story arcs to behind-the-scenes bonding moments with her co-stars. All in all, the sentiment was clear: her departure was bittersweet, but her gratitude overshadowed any lingering sadness. Introducing Braden Bruner and the recast buzz. Finally, we circle back to where the big news first surfaced. General Hospital decided to pass the mantle of Emma Drake to a fresh face, sparking a wave of curiosity and emotion throughout the fanbase. Enter Braden Bruner, whose arrival to the GH family brought both excitement and a bit of nostalgia. Viewers who had grown attached to Brooklyn Ray Silzer's portrayal couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness at her departure. However, once word spread about the recast, anticipation took center stage. People were eager to see what Bruner would bring to the table and how she'd make the role distinctly her own. Insiders say Bruner's audition left quite an impression, hinting that she's more than ready to tackle the storyline challenges ahead. From her first on-camera moments, it became evident that the writers have some intriguing plot developments in store for the updated Emma. Fans are hopeful the transition will open new narrative doors, especially if Emma is poised to interact with fresh characters, like Gio, or step into more daring story arcs. With a talent like Bruner at the helm, the show seems poised to explore uncharted territory while still honoring the character's roots. So, whether you're nostalgic for the Emma you've always known or excited to discover what she'll become next, it looks like this recast could spark a creative renaissance for the beloved Drake family story. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Emma Drake's recast journey and the community's response to it. Feel free to drop a comment below if you have your own theories about Gio and Emma, or if you just want to celebrate Brooklyn Ray Silzer and wish Braden Bruner well. Until next time, keep watching GH, and stay ready for the next dose of Port Charles drama.